We're live! Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing great. We're totally not here to traumatize and terrify everybody.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, episode 2? Season 2, episode 3 of Endless Nights. Real quick, we have our storyteller, Nicole.
Hello, I'm the storyteller. Moving on, Vespa.
Jesus.
Hi, I'm Vesper. I use they, them pronouns. I play Lenore, who uses she, her pronouns. And you can find me here. Dice.
Oh, hello. I'm Dyson Autism. I go by he, they. I'll be playing Oliver, who goes by he, him. And I'm excited to be back, guys. I'm super ecstatic and everything. So, Cove.
Hello, I'm Selkie Cove. I get to play Amaret Fane, who's going through it. That's all. I'm gonna pop it to Blame.
Hey, I'm Blaine. I do this. I'm here. This is where you'll find me. I use he, him pronouns. I play Thomas O'Malley, who is also going through it. So very slowly, the family is losing their shit. And we'll throw it over to Jack.
I am Jack. I'm your host for today, Meister Hypester, and Bologna is my character who's definitely having the best day of her life. Yeah, that was sarcasm. Nicole, would you like to take away the game? Let us get started on the terror.
It was the best night ever. You guys had such a good night the night before. Who would like to do our recap for an XP? Really?
Fine. All right, let's go. Bet. Last session, we first had to take to the sewers to start getting home because Fen needed to take Rachel to her sire. And so getting to these sewers, Amaret did briefly see signs of the bunny man, but was already in so much distress that it literally added no more distress because she is at her limit. And so we then got to the sewer grate where, not sewer grate, the manhole where we would go into the Warrens. It's fucking welded shut. This was unacceptable. So Ollie and Thomas pry it up. Ollie pries it up to the point where it goes discusing into the ceiling. We get into the Warrens. We meet a Nosferatu there. Amaret clocks it as a Sabat Nosferatu, tells everyone to run. We try. Bologna locks eyes with it. Gets dread gazed out to the ground. We have to go back for Bologna. Amaret's faster. Bologna gets bit. God, Lenore is batting away cockroaches with Ollie. Thomas is in full war form. Amaret dread gazes it back and lets it see its own death. And then we move on. We get back to the house. The house is fucking trashed. Like blood bags are thrown everywhere. It's fucked. There is a horrendous Sabat game that's played of a hide and seek vampire ripping your face off. I'm not going into detail for a lot of this because if you want to see it, fucking go watch the other one. I'm not telling you every little detail. Like, no. The rooms are collectively trashed. Ollie's room is trashed. Thomas's room is trashed. Bologna's room has been painted. All of her hair dye has been thrown down the sink, and it's a creepy ass flowers on bed. It's gross. If you want to see in detail what that is, go watch. Amaret's room is untouched because there's a ghost in that room that shut a wardrobe against the door. If you want to go see that, go watch.
The facial expressions are fantastic. They were so freaked out.
It's brilliant. I hated it. It's brilliant. Silas and Emmerich are very rudely awakened to travel with the group of vampires because Amaret's done with this shit. We end up having to spend the dawn in fucking Thomas's discipline room, which no one had seen before. Prior to that, Lenore did grab some portraits from her closet. If you want to see the description of those, go watch. Emmerite grabbed some fucked up paintings from her closet. If you want to see the description of those, go watch. We spent the dawn and the day in that Thomas secret room. We got up. Thomas and Bologna had an adorable heart-to-heart. Ollie went upstairs. Everyone else went upstairs to like eat and all that kind of shit. Saw some fucked up shit. Emmerite's still in the basement. Hyena vampires, kind of, maybe, outside. That is the chaos rendition of what happened last session. Please go watch it if you want the coherent version.
Hyenas granted.
Hyena/vampires, maybe. So I want to clip that entire summary.
Clip it and put it on the vampire TikTok.
It's so good. If you want more, go watch it.
For those who are joining us, I am planning to do summaries of every episode, even from season 1, so you people can catch up and join in more easily. But it's on Spotify, it is on YouTube, it is a barrel to watch their faces. They get so freaked out. It is great. Okay. So, dawn happened, you rose, you fed. We had the very heartbreaking scene. Oliver basically hugged everybody and Amaret wiggled into the corner. And then he hugged her that way. And Bologna and Thomas had their moment. It was very, very touching and sweet. The beginning of last session, we had hand-holding. You know, these absolutely deplorable, showing ankles and everything. Shame on you both.
Hey. It took 50 years for us to touch hands. We need to recover before anything else happens.
And yes, the looming threat of the Duke still is in the city. As it stands now, Purgatory has burned to rubble. Bjorn and Philip are still missing, last seen in Bjorn's office before the building collapsed. Thomas received a message from Wayland. The reason he didn't show up at the house the night before is he was busy organizing cranes and things. He's determined to dig out Philip. One way or another, he wants to know because Thomas, Philip, and Wayland are besties. And he needs to find out if Philip survived. The Primogen of most of the Primogen are busy right now dealing with multiple fires, attacks, and assaults around the city. Dorian, the Malkavian, not Primogen, he's the old bat of Washington who hides in his house thinking he's Dracula, is busy chasing Sabat through the streets trying to smash their heads in while Igor keeps them out of the house. Sandy is in intensive care. She received a message early the night before. She rushed out so fast she left her handbag. And something happened. She's just gotten a message to Thomas as her next of kin that she is in intensive care at the hospital. There is a 9:00 appointment for you to meet with Lau Bologna to discuss the use of the room that she requested of the prince.
Mm-hmm.
The Malkavian Primogen logged onto the computers the night before and gave you guys some very interesting survival stats. That obviously has been changing and shifting, and you're not sure where you're standing right now. And Toby was in the house when you guys went into the basement. You kind of ignored him entirely in the office, and he was like, guys, hello?
Yep.
And Toby is no longer there. He got called back to the Warrens. The Warrens are on lockdown. Something is wrong down there, and seeing the Nosferatu friends you saw the night before welding shut sewer entrances, you can guess what's going on. The city is in a point of chaos. The city is trying to deal with what happened the night before. Police are running around like mad things. Everyone's still trying to deal with it. There are over 36 confirmed deaths around the city of mortals. And if you watch the TikTok, you'll see that there are actually 3 unconfirmed kindred deaths. You know of 2 of them. You don't know who the 3rd is. And that evening when you had your heart-to-heart, you came out. Oliver went up first, as he is prone to do, to go peek out the windows and see what the neighbors are doing. And when he did, the sun has set. It is dark. And under the distant street light, in the graveyard, there are shadows cast everywhere, and you see glowing eyes. You hear cackling, hooting, laughing, and growling. They are not trying to hide. They are posed on the gravestones, waiting for you to come out and play.
All right.
Bitches.
Do you have any questions? Because you are looking through the window right now.
None that I can think of.
Roll me perception checks. It is going to be a difficulty 9 unless you have the ability to see in the dark.
I can't do that.
Because they are deep in the graveyard. They aren't like right by the door.
I got my creepy ass cat eyes going on. What's the difficulty?
If you can see in the dark, difficulty 7.
Nice. Watch me still fucking fail it.
You got this. Come on, buddy.
Difficulty what?
9.
9 for everyone. If you can see in the dark, difficulty 7.
No, that is a 1 success. Balloon's gonna look at the howling things and be like,
Three, one
chance,
percent.
wouldn't by any chance be one of your friends come to visit?
So you got 1, you got 3. Amaret is down in the basement. Lenore got 2. And Ollie got 1. Those who got 1, you count about 4 or 5 of them. There's a couple with glowing eyes. There's 2 that eyes aren't glowing, but you can sort of see the figures. You can't tell though if it's 4 or 5. Those who have 2 and 3, you can make out it is 5 vampires. You can see them all. They're wearing mostly street clothes, not armor, not soldier gear, leather jackets. One of them is punked up, piercings all over his face and in his arms and everything. One of them is very pristinely beautiful, except the one side of his face is completely scraped up.
Oh,
And
is
you look-
it our darling Luke?
It is Lucian.
Lucian.
Lucian or Lucius, I can't remember what we called him.
I've been calling him Luke in my head.
We can call him Luke.
Yeah.
And one
Is that the one that ate
Ollie.
road?
Yes.
You did not see him. You do not know if it's the one that ate Road.
I'm
Unfortunately,
asking because it was fucking hilarious.
there is one there that you can make out. This is for Blaine, who got 3. There is one that is crouched over with elongated arms. They look like they are crouched on top of a headstone, and they are the one making a lot of the hyena calls and cackles. And the last one is standing very straight in strangely church-like garb. It almost looks like a religious cloak and coat. And it's blood red with gold trim. Its skin looks almost grayish, scaly. And it's got ridges up the head and going down behind.
Ew.
So what you guys gonna do?
Ollie is gonna just go to the porch, just display out one of his guns, and just whistle, just with a curl finger.
The one that's as pierced and punked out as Hella's gone. This guy looks like he belongs in what's it called? A Hellraiser movie. This guy looks like he's Pinhead's cousin, okay? He's got safety pins down his arm, for God's sake.
Wow.
Not a casino bite! Damn it!
He kind of looks at you and he lets out this tongue, and this tongue licks out, but it is unusually long and it's forked. And he licks the air at you and grins. And he does the same gesture back.
He's
You
married.
first, buddy!
What's everyone else doing?
Lenore, sees all that and just goes, "Oh, it's going to be that kind of morning." Turns and goes to the closet that she's been keeping her rifle in, opens it, and is like, "Good morning. You're going to get to see lots of use today. I can already tell."
Oh, Lenore.
God, I love
Pulls it
Lenore.
out, quickly loads, and is like, "All right, if they come in, I'm ready."
I love Lenore. And the others?
Thomas is gonna go back to the office and yell down the trap door. "We got company, kiddo!" And then take out a key and open one of his desk drawers. And Nicole, we never got stats for this, so when I use it, if I use it, you'll have to tell me what it is. But he's gonna pull out that pistol, that flintlock.
Oh, that one. How many points did you spend on that one again?
It was the other thing you gave me with the
from
sword from
Armory.
Connor. Yeah, it's from Connor. You told me to pick two things. I got the sword, which we use a lot, the throat sword, and then we've never used the pistol.
I remember the
throat
pistol
sword.
now. I will message you something about the pistol. So you guys role play for a minute while I quickly message Thomas.
Okay.
Well.
All right. So we got a creepy guy with a forked tongue here. Just did the tongue licky thing. Do I fuck him up or?
Licky. Oh, I want to ask Nicole something, but she's busy.
Does he want to eat you or does he want to eat you?
Okay. First off, again, married. Not gonna happen.
No.
Second off, flattered, but no. Third off, this guy is basically like looks like one of those poser punks. Like, he's trying to be overconfident, okay? Like, from one actual punk to this poser punk right here, just like overcompensating just a little bit.
I don't think any session of Endless Nights would be complete without Ollie going, "Okay, so married."
Yes.
I had to do it.
I don't know what happens when the sword bites you. But upon hearing
The first time you do it, you'll find out.
well, it's about to happen because upon hearing Thomas call down with company, Amarette stands up and she picks up the sword.
Mhm.
And she climbs out of the basement, but she looks a little different. Because how you normally see her in combat, which is the kind of looks like she's being puppeted by strings and, the blank face, nothing going on there. That's just her baseline now.
Remember, every attack you do, you are going to need to roll. Your difficulty is your humanity. You roll your conscience.
Yep, I remember. The likelihood of me keeping my humanity score every round of combat is approximately 27%.
You still going to have to do it.
I know.
So, sorry to jump away. Oh, Jack, what was your question?
The one which is eyeing Ollie, do I recognize him as somebody that... No? Okay, new?
The only one you recognize is that Ventru that serves your husband.
Right. Hi, Luke. I'm going to call Laos.
Well, while you make that phone call, there is a moment, Oliver, where... Wait, Vespa, I haven't heard from you. What you went to get your gun?
Yeah, and Lenore is now just prepared for any combat coming into the house. Lenore is ready.
Okay. You went to go get Amarette. Amarette is coming out of the basement. Ollie is on the porch. Jack, you making a call?
Yep.
Okay. I'll give you a minute to make your call.
Do you want me to text you, or?
Are you going to text him or are you going to call him?
Oh, we're calling. I'm calling.
Okay.
This is a moment where I have to call and not try communicate in emojis.
Okay. I'm setting a timer. You have exactly 1 minute for this call.
Great, brilliant.
Oh shit!
Hello, Laos.
Good evening.
Good evening. I do apologize. I do believe I won't be able to make our 9 o'clock meeting. The Archbishop of Stockholm has sent unwelcome guests to the house. We will have to deal with this first.
Well, to my knowledge, the Archbishop of Stockholm is not in the city.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but your knowledge is wrong.
Well, thank you. We'll have to investigate that at once. I am sorry that we will not be able to meet for our appointment. Would you like to reschedule?
Would at your earliest convenience, if that's all right. And perhaps if you find it within your ability to send some help this way, that would be lovely.
Unfortunately, we are engaged in other matters around the city.
That is fair.
I will send your request to the sheriff, however.
That's more than one could hope for. Well, I hope you have a good day.
You are very welcome. Have a good evening. And I wish you good fortune and survival.
I appreciate it. And she hangs up and pulls out her daggers.
Perfect timing, because right then, that one that was toying with Oliver, when neither of you approaches the other, he looks at you, he whistles, and he points sideways. When you look sideways, there is another vampire who has been sitting on the tombstone. He looks young. He looks about 19 or so, but there is this absolute glowing, gleeful grin on his face. And he raises his hand, and you literally see in his hand there is a Molotov cocktail. And he lights it, and he hands it to the one covered in piercings. And he rolls back, and that potence in his arm sends it flying at the house.
Well,
Can I shoot it? Can I shoot it before it like hits the house?
You can make a targeted shot. Your difficulty is going to be 9.
Okay. What did I roll for that again?
firearms?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Dex firearms. Okay, I'm good at firearms. I'm good at firearms, and I'm good at Dex. Okay. All right. Difficulty 7, you said?
Difficulty 9. It's a cold shot.
Ah, god damn it!
It's a cold shot in motion.
Oh.
What did you roll?
Dice, what is it?
Dice?
Dice?
0. Absolutely. Just.
At least it's not a botch. Okay.
It's not
Did
a
you
botch.
botch
It's not a
or-
botch. I did not botch. I did not botch.
This bottle comes tumbling through the air, flying at the house. You shoot, but you miss, and it smashes against the wall, erupting the entire wall into flame. Everyone who can see this roll courage checks.
Fuck, okay.
Who can see it?
Okay.
If you're looking out the window, if you are standing on the porch, if you are somewhere where you can see the outside of the house or through the windows, you have to do this roll. 2 successes, you're fine. You just need 1 success.
Difficulty what?
This will be, it's quite a big fire, so difficulty 8.
Okay. That is 2 successes, 1 being a 10.
Okay, you're fine.
That's 1 success.
You're fine. Belona, what did you roll?
No.
Belona, what did you roll?
I have 5 courage dice. Okay.
You're having a bad day?
I'm having a bad
Botch
day.
or fail?
Botch.
Oh, lovely.
Nicole, what happens when you have 2 1s?
Oh, that's a good botch. That's a fun time for your GM. 2 1s, no successes.
God fucking no success.
And Amaret, did you roll?
As far as I know, she can't see it yet.
Okay. So what happens is, and I need to explain this so that we know why Belona loses her mind. The fire explodes against the side of the house, and as it falls onto the grass beside the house, it starts to catch, but it catches faster than it should. And you see the fire make a trail, and they lead to the border of the property, and the entire border starts to catch fire and burn, making a ring of fire around you. They have set this up They have put accelerants in the right places to create little balls of fire and walls of fire everywhere. Bellona, seeing this, turns to run. When that fire hits, she loses it. You freak out and you turn to run. You just had 2 of your friends that may be dead because of a fire. And as your mind loses to the beast and you turn to run, you run into one of these walls of flames. Your dress catches fire and your arms start to burn.
Oh,
You are going to take an aggro damage per round until somebody puts that fire out, and they've got to catch you first. Because you are in panic until you break your rod check.
Love that.
Willpower roll every round.
I'm gonna celerity, rip off a curtain, and just like start patting her down. Fuck.
Put it out, put it out, put it out. She is going to be fighting you, clawing you, scrambling to get away.
Yeah, just blood screeching.
I do not care. I know I was passive aggressive last time, but I do not care. My friend is in danger.
Okay. I want to remind you, Rodcheck and Frenzy, the beast is in charge. I did actually find out you can use your disciplines in these states. It's just at a higher difficulty. So
Aggro.
what are you going to do to him? You're getting 1 aggro per round.
1 aggro. Okay. Oops.
And Oliver's going to celerity to try and put you out.
And I'm going to
Don't hold
do
back.
everything I can to get the fuck away. Yeah? Yeah?
Yep.
Great. Love that. Mm-hmm.
They are cackling. They are literally watching this like it is a theater show.
Of course they are.
You do notice if Blaine and Lenore, each of you may roll me a perception check, difficulty 7. It's a lot easier to see now because the whole place is lit up.
Oh my god. These fucking assholes.
I'm going to have to double check because I've actually never used Dread Gaze. Is there a way to use Dread Gaze and a way to get someone to leave you the fuck alone?
Yeah, you can trigger it, use it on him. If he fails the roll, then you basically are controlling his every freaking reaction.
Oh.
Not reaction, but he's going to be fucking scared and he's going to try and get off of you, get away from you. Sorry, my brain went sideways because I saw a message. So the roll is, because I have my book in front of me, I was prepared today because I knew we would be having fighties.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you sick vampire hyenas at us.
War packs are fun, aren't they?
Dice, I love you. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so charisma
It's all good.
Bellona, charisma plus intimidation. Dice,
Oh.
what? Give me a total for your wits plus your courage.
My wits plus my courage. All right,
Why
I'm
do I-
pretty good
Why
on my
do I have
courage.
so
Let's
many
see.
dots in these?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So that is 7 dices.
2, 3. Fuck, okay.
So your difficulty is 7.
Why?
How many successes?
Of my
Did you crit?
10,
You
8,
fucking
9,
crit.
8 out of 5 dice.
Hey,
Oh no!
Dice, you are going to run away in abject fear. If you have nowhere to run, you will claw at the walls, you will climb, you will dig, you will do anything to get away from facing the vampire. Every success subtracts 1 from your action pool's next turn. So what action you are going to take next turn is -4.
Oh.
And you may use a willpower next turn to try and break out of it unless someone can shock you out of it. Bellona can choose to drop the ability, but obviously she has to break her rot check first.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why Sabat packs are scary, guys. They don't care about fire. Okay.
This is the
Should've just
worst 2
tackled him.
rolls I've had. With
Should have just tackled. God damn it!
Blaine and Lenore, or Thomas and Lenore, did you roll the perception checks?
Yeah, 3 successes.
When you look at them, they are gleeful. They are cackling. They are loving this, except for that one with a torn up face. He takes a step forward and he actually looks like he's about to hit one of his followers as he watches Bellona burning. He steps forward, unhappy that she's being injured. Okay, Amoret.
I mean, the noise is pretty fucking loud. Emeret will be joining everyone. So I'm assuming I'll have to roll because of the fire at this point, since if
Yes.
she's walking in, she'll be able to see.
Yes.
Okay. So
Don't worry about it. We're just bringing the campfire into the house. Just bring out the marshmallows. It's a party.
Silas has immediately run to get fire extinguishers. He's trying to extinguish anything that gets near the windows.
Okay, and so one more time, I'm so sorry, what am I rolling?
You are rolling your courage, difficulty 8.
Right. Thank you. Please roll. Okay. You are. I gotta reroll that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 successes. Blah, blah. 3
You're fine.
successes.
You walk out to see Bologna literally on fire, trying to scramble and get away from Oliver. Oliver springs off of her, and where do you run to? Do you run into the fire? Do you try and climb the building, run in the building, dig under the building? How are you trying to get away?
Nice.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just.
I know the feeling.
You took the curtain to put her out, and she looked at you, and her entire face seemed to shift, and she was the most horrifyingly terrifying vision of death you've ever seen. You need to
Okay.
get away from Bologna. You aren't in Rochek, but you need to get away from Bologna.
Can I? So I can't will check this. I can't burn a willpower for this.
If you burn a willpower, it's gone forever. You can spend a willpower to try and roll. I'll allow that. If you burn a willpower, instant success, but that willpower point is gone.
How many will do I have? How many?
You said they have fire extinguishers.
Silas has one.
Can I
1,
borrow
2,
it?
3, 4.
Oh,
For
he's in-
Bologna?
He's in the kitchen.
Oh,
are
so he's
others-
not in the living room with us.
Are there others?
There are others in the house. It's a commercial premises. You have to have a certain amount of fire extinguishers for Usher.
Emeret's gonna grab a fire extinguisher instead of trying to pat Bologna out. I'm gonna fire extinguish you.
Yeah, Ollie's not thinking straight. He's just gonna like, fuck,
My friend's
Yes.
on fire.
run outside, and then just start like beelining to Cenobite, motherfucker,
To where?
to the Cenobite.
Oh, you're running at them.
Yep.
Oh, cool. I can deal with that. That's fine. And Lenore, what's your action?
Lenore is watching him just book it outside. Bologna's being. Lenore is like, okay, combat is apparently about to happen because he went right outside. You can't go do that by yourself.
Oh, I
And
love
is like gonna run onto the porch and is like aiming, is ready to have Ollie's back.
Okay, if you're aiming,
I
your
love-
difficulty in the next round is going to be 6 to shoot, not 7.
I love how Lenore always has Ollie's backs in these fights. I fucking love it.
And what is Thomas doing as his house burns and Bologna burns and things are going sideways?
Not what he was fucking planning to do, apparently. Oh, fuck, that went south so fast.
No, right? A little bit.
Well, Emeret's handling, the fucking fire that is Bologna, so I guess I'll go out front. He's got his Colt in one hand and the flintlock in the other, because the kid has his sword, so he's got 2 knives and 2 pistols.
We all going, baby. Let's
I
go.
guess I'm gonna spend my turn aiming, cause what the fuck else am I gonna do?
You could run at them like Ali.
Brother.
I am crowd control. I am not DPS.
It's okay, that's coming. That'll be here in a minute.
This is so bad.
I'd like to point out again, Dorian plays with these for fun and it still takes him a couple hours to a couple days.
Running
Can
might be the best chance, my guys.
Probably.
But is it the fun chance?
Nicole,
Yes,
when
I want to live.
I can't run. I have a duty of care.
Nicole, when I find you, when I fucking find you.
What do I roll to fire extinguish?
That would be a normal action. It's an action.
Yes.
Not exactly an aim so much as a cone of effective.
Ollie's like, okay, curtain, head down, got this. And Red's like,
He wasn't thinking straight. He was just like, Ring went bazunga gunga. I don't know why I say bazunga gunga. I like to apologize about
Because
that.
it works. That's why.
it works.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Can everyone please roll me initiative? Your initiative is going to be roll one single d10, add your wits, add your dex.
Okay. All right. Wits and intelligence?
Dex plus wits, the number of dots, you don't roll them. So you just roll one single d10, you add the number of dex and the number of wits.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, that's not too good.
15.
Oh!
How many
Damn.
hands?
Wait a second. I'm just doing these guys. Ooh, wait a second.
5, 7, okay.
Oh, that poor little bastard. Just marking which one is which here.
Oh my god.
Oh, that makes me so sad. He's going last. Okay.
Oh, no! Oh,
Oliver?
no! 7.
Okay. Lenore got 15. Thomas?
10.
10. And then Amaret?
10.
Okay, then I just need to hear from Jack.
I'm gonna go grab a coffee. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Dex and wits.
And it is.
Yeah.
No, D10 and then add your dex and wits.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, D10.
Yes.
I fucking need a new dice roller. Just got a 1.
You're having a bad time,
I'm
okay?
having a bad time.
I mean, you are
Actually,
on
you
fire.
can't roll.
That's
You
fair.
are still in rot
Yeah.
check.
Never mind.
You can roll as soon as you exit rot check. During the combat round, you can roll to break your rot check with a willpower.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am extinguishing you.
Yeah.
I have the order of operations. So, Ali, you are running full tilt with your 2 celerity because you already activated it, so you have 2 actions per round.
Okay.
And this is a new round, so you get the 2 actions. You are running at Mr. Cenobite. Unfortunately, he is going to act faster than you. You looking at him, you are moving fast as fuck. You are a fast motherfucker right now because you are using 2 celerity. And he looks at you, smiles, and then he's gone. And you feel behind you a fist beating into between your shoulder blades.
He just anime teleported behind me, guys!
How many celerities does this thing have?
3.
Oh
Damn
my
it!
god.
Okay, that's the first one.
So does
Alright.
everyone have their backup characters ready?
I might have to. It was nice coming back, guys. I missed you.
What's your stamina?
My stamina. Let me check that out real quick. It is a Doseki. So
So you okay? And then do you have fortitude?
fortitude. I do not have fortitude.
Okay, he's gonna hit you for 4 lethal. So he literally comes behind you, and on your spine, right below your neck, just goes 1, 2, and you feel the crack of a bone. He's trying to snap your spine.
Whoa.
Oh God. Oh,
So you are going to take 4 lethal damage. A reminder, though, you still have the penalty for your frenzy. You have to break your frenzy before you can have your full dice pool. You are -4 dice every roll until you break your not frenzy, until you break the dread gazing, or Apollonia ends it. Okay, that's the Bruja. Lenore.
Lenore would like to immediately shoot the one who just
Rabbit punch.
and is like
It's a perfect time because he went behind Oliver. So Oliver was facing him, and then he did that. That means his back is to you, and you are aiming. So I'll give you a free target. You don't have to have a difficulty penalty because you were aiming. You're rolling a difficulty 6 to shoot. Dex and firearm.
God, blow his fucking head off. Do it.
And tell me what part of his body you're aiming for.
essentially like his spine, the square of his back where he just thumped on is just okay. That's an 8, a 7, and a 10. Reroll the 10. Nope, that is an 8 and a 7.
Okay.
And a 10.
So what's your gun's damage?
My gun's damage is the rifle's damage is 8.
8.
8.
Jesus.
That's amazing.
With a
Thomas,
range of
good
200.
gift.
Hold on for me a second here.
You thought you fucked us. No, we fuck you.
There's been a lot of that these past 2 sessions. Oh, you want to try something? Bet. Let's go.
My wish is finally coming true. She's gonna explode a man's head.
You underestimate my powers. Don't try it.
Give me 1 second to double check one thing. Because I think he's about to go down.
It's nothing quite as
Oh.
nice as the sound of a panicked storyteller.
We love it.
That's because I
my-
don't play against my players. I celebrate with you as you make my dreams fall apart.
Mhm. Sure.
Here we go. That's what I need. I lied. That's not what I need. That's what I need. Okay.
I really like that we were all like, let's have backup play characters just in case we all just die. And then several times we hit a session where we're like, so glad we have those backup characters.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
God. You guys just try and destroy all my hopes and dreams, don't you? What I'm trying to do is to ruin your lives and kill you. Why is that such a bad thing?
You don't expect us to retaliate?
I expect you to die, Mr. Bond.
Jeez.
Okay, I am going to take that as yes. So, 11 damage in one go. Hold on, I need to just check. The last
That's
thing I need to check is his soak, because he does have a soak.
Lenore's so badass. I'm so in love.
Lenore is such
Phenomenal.
a badass.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my God.
There he is. Okay, so that would be 11. 9. What's his stamina? 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He's not completely dead.
good for him.
Oh, Oh
He-
no!
He very proper fuck though, because what happened is Lenore managed to hit him right at the base of his skull. So you aimed for the base of his neck, but you missed slightly and got the base of his skull instead. And that bullet just tore through the parts of his brain that handle a lot of his motor skills and a lot of his ability to move and use his body. You rip through that, and Oliver, you feel a skim of a bullet going past your cheek, just missing you by a millimeter. You feel the heat of it passing your cheek as this guy goes a little bit limp and wobbly, and he's still standing, but there is a valid chunk of the side of his face and brain gone.
Woof.
Fuck this man in particular.
I'm about to go Doom Guy on this bitch.
Okay, then. Something happens. That figure with the elongated arms that you saw crouched on one of the gravestones
Yeah, weird, man.
disappears.
Oh, bye.
Oh no!
I don't like that.
Next thing is that one that seemed to be standing properly, not the one dressed as a priest, the one who was focused on Bologna burning, takes 2 steps forward towards her until he sees. I'm presuming, Amaret, you have you already started spraying her, or have you just come out with the fire extinguisher?
The intent is to put Bologna out as soon as possible, yes.
So that's going to be your focus for this round.
I do not want my friend on fire, correct, yes.
So when he's actually actively stepping forward concerned, but when he sees you with the fire extinguisher, he stops. But he's not giving a fuck about the actual fight. He's focused on where Bologna is.
Oh no.
Thomas?
Damn it.
Do I see this man in my house, presumably?
You do.
All right, I will spend a celerity so I can do.
He's
A
not in
shot.
the house. Sorry, I misheard you. He's not in the house.
Oh, okay. He's just like looking through the window. That
know
guy in particular who's not focused on me, that's who I'm aiming for.
He's near the fence. He's actually moved towards Bologna, ran towards the exit by the fence and caught fire. He's approached her by a couple of steps. So he's near the fence, but he's still on the graveyard side of the fence. He's maybe 10 meters away from you. What's feet? Is feet smaller? About, let's call it 16 feet away from you.
I got 3 in firearms. I can do this. Spend the blood point for that way I can take a shot with both guns. Hold on. I want to pull up stats now.
Are you shooting with that gun?
Huh?
Are you shooting with that gun?
Yes.
Okay, just remember the roll you have to do first when you fire.
Ooh.
Yeah. I that's what I was pulling up on my phone. So I have my Colt over here, and I have the other one on this gun on the phone. Okay. Is it also deck 6 since I spent a turn aiming? Great. Deck 6.
I have to spend the point for celerity.
Do I do my fire first or this other check first?
For that gun, you have to do the check first, because if you fail, it won't fire.
Okay. I will spend the willpower because that's a fuck of a cost. Okay, and then Dex and fire. Wait, no, hold on. 1d10. Okay, so with the willpower, that's 1 success, and on my 1 roll, I got a 7, so it does fire.
Okay.
And now I get to use my second largest pull. Yeah. 2, 3. 1 more.
You like that monkey with the fucking...
Symbols.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got 3 10s.
Okay.
Fuck this man in particular. Hold on. 3 10s, 2 9s. I got excited for no fucking reason.
Okay, but roll your. What's your damage? For anyone watching, I do simplify combat rules
It
because
says 4 lethal, but it does aggro.
Yeah.
In the description.
Yeah, it's firing aggro. And it can shoot ghosts.
What?
It can shoot.
Nothing.
What?
It's a very simple gun.
What do I roll for damage with the gun? Is it dex?
No. Don't roll damage. What I do with damage is I take your damage, I add all your successes minus 1.
Okay.
So the 1 success hits, the rest are all bonus damage. Because for anyone watching, White Wolf combat is a pain in the ass. It's the one place the system fucks up. It takes forever, so I simplify it.
It's been a minute since I've actually used my guns.
So it's 9, but let me check what his stats will take away. That'll drop it down to 5. And he does not have fortitude, so he's going to take. He's going to get proper fucked.
Aggravated damage, and he's on fire.
So, do you want to describe the shooting moment?
So Thomas sees out of the corner of his eye someone coming up to his house, and he's obviously he was at the end of his shit rope on that last mission where he got that obsidian knife that I also don't have the stats for, so I'll just use my other knife stats for now. And he's like, "No, fuck you in particular." And he'll like turn with that stone gaze. He's still all fucking monstrous because he has yet to calm down.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you.
Oh Lord. Okay, so you fire the gun, it hits, and there is this moment where the entire wall is glowing red. The entire property is red with firelight. And in the small corner, the fire is still there, but it dims. Darkness explodes with this gun, and black flames light up this guy's clothes. You hit him solidly in the chest. You put holes in him that you can see through with this round. And where the bullets touched, he burns and he screams. He falls to the ground, writhing in pain.
And now I've got to take my second action, which will just be with the Colt, and I'm gonna aim at that same motherfucker.
Okay, go for it.
Three, no 10s, just 3 successes, and that is 3 lethal, no aggro.
Nice.
Okay. When you shoot that one, you fire the gun into him, but he is in so much focus and pain with where you hit him. You hit him basically on the hip. It's like it doesn't even matter. It's like he didn't even feel it. It was just a flesh wound compared to what he's going through as he's writhing and putting out this black flame on his chest that is burning through him. Then it's Amaret.
So Amaret is using celerity right off the bat. And first roll of business is to extinguish Bologna.
Okay. You spent your blood for celerity?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
So do I do good in extinguishing my friend?
Please.
I will give Bologna, the fire is going to be put out, so you won't take any more damage after your 1 aggro because Amaret acted fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
You're only taking 1 aggravated damage.
Okay.
This follows the bite that you got the day before.
Correct.
So you're already having an owie. Just remember, if you're injured, you have to look at what your penalties are.
Okay.
Bologna, roll your willpower, but because Amaret put your fire off of you and the foam is kind of blocking your view a little bit, you may have a bonus to your willpower. Your difficulty is only going to be 5.
I will apologize about your hair and your outfit later.
Not another dress. Okay, so it's,
No, she burns artistically.
I burn artistically. The hair will grow back, but the
It's a
dress.
good thing we have 2 tailors since the other one's in the hospital.
Sorry, what's the difficulty?
Roll your
6?
roll willpower difficulty 5.
5. That's 5 successes.
Let's
Fuck
go!
yeah.
You break out of it, and you can feel the connection of the dread gaze that you have activated on Oliver. You can feel your flesh burning where the fire hits you, and you see and hear someone screaming in pain nearby as Amaret stands over you with a fire extinguisher, and you are covered and wet from the foam in the non-dodgy way.
She looks up and breaks the dread gaze, looks at Amaret and goes, "Thank you, dear."
Oliver, no more penalty.
I just...
It's almost immediate that Amaret has a sword in one hand, then the extinguisher kind of balanced like that. Amaret drops the extinguisher and gives a silent thumbs up.
So, Jack, roll me your initiative while you're busy. Remember, your penalties do apply to this roll.
Big garnet energy.
Okay, Oliver, what are you going to do? You
All
feel
right.
the
Will
weight
that take all of my actions?
You activated celerity, which gave you a...
I have 2 points.
You have 2 points. Okay, yeah, you have one more then.
Okay, cool. I was like, oh god. I was totally fine if it did. I can spend multiple actions extinguishing Bologna. She's worth it. But who is closest? Who not party-wise.
So the thing
I
is,
love the people I'm close to, but I don't need them.
the closest person you can actually see is
Okay.
the guy on fire, but he's still about 6 or 7 feet away. He's not within stabbing distance. You can move to him so that you're there the next round, but he
I'm
does
pretty
that before you.
I'm pretty sure Thomas has him handled. He's good. Amaret is actually going to use that other to get outside, towards where Oliver is and where
You
Lenore is.
are outside. If you went to Bologna, you are outside
Oh, fuck yeah! Gonna get closer to that group.
to where Oliver's attacking.
Yes.
You can start heading that way. You'll get halfway there by the end of the round. You'll still need to take one more action to get all the way there,
That is
Unless-
totally fine.
unless they move closer to you.
They might. That is totally fine.
Okay. And then the youngish looking guy kind of sees what's going on and he screams at Thomas. His face drops into rage. You actually see, it looks for a second like his jaw is not going to descend but detach. His mouth is so big in his scream. And he lifts his hands and you see these tendrils of shadow wrap around the Ventru and pull him into darkness. You made his boyfriend angry. You hurt him.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I feel nothing.
so
Bitch ass.
when you say add dex and wits, am I rolling for those
No,
or am I
the
just adding
number
the
of-
number? Okay.
You add the numbers. Roll 1d10, add the numbers. Don't forget if you are on -2 for your... It's usually -2 dice, but for your injury, we're going to count it as -2 to your total.
Cool. That is 11 minus 2, 9.
9. So you will go at the same time as that one.
I feel nothing. So good.
Oh, I missed him.
What?
Okay. I
You're
missed
good.
somebody.
You
Somebody was
missed?
supposed... He was supposed to go after Amaret.
Ooh.
But you will go at the same time as him next round. Okay, so that figure who looks like he's very churchy raises his arms, and you can actually hear he's been chanting. And something is making a noise. You hear gravel and dirt rumbling and shifting and moving.
Love that.
Okay, next round. Mr. Brugia is going to try and take a swing at Oliver.
I didn't have a turn.
Oh, I skipped you as well. That's why I skipped you as well. I went straight from Amaret to the La Sombra. Okay, Oliver.
All right, cool. All right. just grabbing Cenobite's head and just headbutting it with mine.
Okay. So roll me a strength brawl.
Right. I am good at those. I am super good at those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I've learned not to say I'm good at anything because then I just roll terribly afterwards.
It's okay.
Good
It's
mood.
okay. I believe in the heart of the cards.
Wait, you mean the
okay.
Cenobite guy is in the guy filled with piercings?
Yes, the guy with piercings who just got shot by Lenora.
Gotcha.
All right, so that is 3 successes.
Okay. Did you add your
Punch
potence?
death.
Oh, I did not add my potence. Let me add my
Yeah.
potence real quick.
Punch this man to death. Punch this man to death, please.
Oh god. I just might. All right. Okay. All right. So that's an additional 3 successes. So 6 over here.
Ooh, okie dokie. So he doesn't have fortitude, so he takes 2. This guy, the guy covered in piercings, who is punked up just this like the same way that like safety pins and spikes, and he has those piercings that they put on the bones that make you have fake horns and everything you can imagine.
Ooh.
He punched you twice. Lenore shot part of his brain out, and then you saw he was lifting his arm to hit you again, but he's sluggish. And you turned around and you just swung and clocked this guy so hard that you rattled what little brain he has left. His eyes roll back and he drops, and he falls to the ground in torpor.
Love
You
that.
punched him into torpor.
That's amazing.
I look. Are there anybody else that's like still over there and stuff?
Oh, you still have. He was quite close to 2 of the others. The La Sombra, I'm going to just tell you their clans to make life easy. He was close to the Tzimitzi and the La Sombra. The Nosferatu you can't see. And the Venture got pulled into the Shadow Realm.
Okay. Cool.
Was that Lucius? Shen?
Lucius got pulled into the Shadow Realm.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
You know he likes
I mean,
twinkly
he's
little
still
boys.
on fire,
He
whatever.
does like the pretty ones.
With my last point of celerity, I'm just gonna like grab the punk dude and just like get him close to my fangs and just say, "Take one more step, and I am going to drain him fucking dry."
The punk, the one you knocked out.
Yes.
Cool. Keep that in mind that's what you just said when it gets to their turn. Lenore.
I am.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Not all
Nicole?
blood is safe to drink, my guys.
What do you mean, Nicole?
Yeah. Lenore.
Yes. Who else is right there for?
You can see the Venture has gone to the Shadow Realm. You're not sure where he is. You can see the La Sombra and you can see the Tzimitzi priest.
Let's go Tzimitzi priest.
Live your life.
Always goes for the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. And that's firearms plus my
Firearms
dexterity.
plus six. Yeah.
Cool.
You got this. I'm rooting for you. Go.
Do it.
Oh. So that's an 8, a 6, a 9, a 10, and another 6.
Remember,
Oh.
sixes don't count because your aiming was for the last round. You have to aim again for the benefit.
Okay, cool.
So you got 2 successes. You fire your gun. Do you want to call your shot, which minuses one of your successes, or do you want to just let it hit where it hits?
Hit where it hits.
Okay, let's roll the dice and see where it hits. It hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You hit him right in his chest, and where you hit him is actually a clasp. And when you hit that clasp, it breaks, and you see his robes fall open. Under his robes, it looks like dragon scale. It is bone overlaid in plating, and your bullet bends the bone in, buckles it in, but doesn't break through. And he looks at you with his hands raised up and smiles.
Oh boy.
Okay. And then something happens which none of you notice. Moving on.
I don't like that.
If your Auspex is not high enough, you cannot spot an Nosferatu when they are on the move.
What?
You have to activate it to see.
Activate it, right?
And then
I
it
keep
becomes
forgetting it's not massive.
And then if the obfuscate is, you basically would roll against the obfuscate, and you and he would both roll, and whoever's rolls are higher is the one who hides all they're seeing.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Thomas. Lenore shot. So what you missed was that figure in the priestly robes had a clasp in the shape of a dragon on his chest, which you know exactly what that means. The dragon clasp, Lenore hit it, it shattered. His robes fell open, and he has dragon scales made out of bone overlapping down his body. And the bullet that she shot buckled one of the scales inwards, but didn't pierce through. He's raised his arms up, and you can feel the blood magic in the air.
Spicy.
I gotta do another blood point for celerity so I can reload, and why not? Let's try the cool gun again.
Okay, you've already activated celerity. It's active for the whole scene. You have how many points of celerity do you have?
1, so I got 1 extra. So I'll reload and
you can
fire.
reload and fire.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta make sure it doesn't break again.
Okay.
Oh fuck. What's the point of 8 willpower if you don't use it? Let's do another one.
Remember, you have to declare willpower before your rolls. But I'll let you do it. But next time, declare before you roll.
It's still in my hand. I haven't rolled.
You have the same dice.
We do?
I do.
I love it. I also love your hair.
I love that. My hairdresser is amazing.
I want to go to
It's
Nicole's
so good.
hairdresser.
Do I still need to roll the D10 since I used the willpower to make sure it doesn't break? Or do I
No.
just go straight to aim? Okay.
You go straight to aiming. You spent the willpower. If you look in my TikTok, you'll see it in the light. There you see the purple.
Okay. Hold on, let me get these stats pulled back up. Come on, baby.
Come on.
This is not the time. Oh. I should do this more often. 2 9s, 2 8s, and 2 10s. Give me a second to reroll. A 3 and an 8. That was disappointing.
So, just so you know, the first 9 hits. Second 9, you said 2 10s. You said 2 9s, 3 8s, 2 10s, right?
Yes, and a 3, but I doubt that does anything.
And then your reroll, you got another 9, so that would be the hitting one. You rolled 9 damage.
The damage is also for lethal with aggro, since it's a vampire.
So it's not lethal, it's aggro, it's straight aggro. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. You've rolled 12 damage. This shot should literally put a hole through an elephant. It should burn its way through a fucking war form. And by a miracle it does. You see this, it hit, and those scales buckle inwards again. And this thing hisses as it pierces him. But where you're expecting for the entire torso to have vaporized, it looks like a normal bullet wound. That's how hard it is to hurt this thing.
Okay.
It looks at you, and where its arms were raised like this, there is almost this praying mantis effect that other arms fold out, and where it had normal hands, they fold out. Its hands are now on its elbows, and those arms and limbs fold out even wider, and it screams out and raises its hands up. You've hurt it badly, but you haven't broken the... Actually, let me just roll willpower to make sure. Yeah, no, you haven't broken the ritual yet. Okay. Then we have... Okay, then it's action. Bellona, what's your dex? Bellona, what's your dex?
2.
Okay, it's faster than you. It goes first.
Yay.
This thing raises those extra arms. It literally folded out like a Swiss Army blade. And its hands are on the elbow. And what folds out are these hands with talons on it. Actual blades made out of bone. Its neck elongates into twice the length. And its head almost becomes sharper. Its features become sharper in its own war form. And it screams. And as it does that, from the ground, you heard that rumbling, that shifting of dirt. And you see bodies starting to claw their way out of the graves.
Quit stealing my shtick!
Okay, so I am going to make this very simple. It summoned Warfork. 9 bodies.
Those don't belong to us. Put them back.
They are standard zombifications. So standard zombie TMs for purposes. They are crawling out, but the thing is, there's something... They're not dumb zombies. They look at you and they start lifting and jerking their bodies, and their movements on joints are pulled together by sheer will as they start stumbling forward towards you. Some of them are gnashing their teeth. You see one chewing on its fingertips to sharpen the bones before it pulls them out, and it's literally gnawed its flesh off to sharpen the bones as it comes towards you. It's heading for Oliver. Like the whole bunch are heading for whoever's closest. So it's Oliver and then Amaretta, the 2 closest. Those are the ones they're converging towards. Okay, Bellona, your action.
Can I stop?
Oh, wait, Amaretta first.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, wait.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Oh, now that song's stuck in my head.
Sorry.
I've got the freaking Monster Inc. song stuck in my head. Put that back, or so help me.
Oh my god, we all have songs stuck in our heads.
Yes.
Cool.
I've got the doom song. Doom, 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 doom.
Do I still have to use one of those actions to get closer?
Not if you're going to attack the zombies. They are coming towards you.
Okay.
So they'll meet you in the middle, basically.
I will go for the zombies so that others can focus on other things.
Cool. Are you attacking normally, or are you willing the sword to activate?
Yeah, if I'm going to have it in my hand, I'm going to use it.
So you wish for more damage.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Thomas, please just describe your sword so that people know what it looks like, and then I'll take over. Just the physical, what it looks like.
So, the blade looks like a standard Celtic bastard sword, but the handle is something's hip bone. So it's got sort of a saber handle, and out of the hip joint, a little spike pierces your wrist and draws a blood point out.
So when you will to do damage, when you will to cause harm, that spike extends into your wrist and takes a blood point from you. So it literally, in a few seconds, sucks out a pint of your blood.
Jeez.
So take off the blood point.
Did it?
And the blade seems different in your hand. It seems sharper. It seems hungry. And it seems absolutely vicious. When you slice, it's going to ignore all armor. It's going to strike for aggravated damage. But it only lasts 1 round. You have to reactivate it every round.
Gotcha.
I told you it bites.
Yeah. All right, so
Ooh, what a way of
going
putting it.
to go for the first zombie. Gonna
Okay.
so that'll be
Dex plus melee to hit, and then strength plus melee for your damage. Did you send Cove the stats?
No. Hold on.
I'll roll to hit.
It's base 3 damage, lethal, but when it's active, it's aggro and ignores armor.
And what did you roll?
So that is 5 successes to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 6 successes because I have a higher thing than 7. I have 8 dice, so that's 6. And then it's strength melee to.
Just give me your strength. We're gonna make the
Okay.
roll simple.
Perfect, thank you. I have 2 strength.
2 strength. So that gives me a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 is to actually succeed the hit. I'll give me another one of. You have 10 successes right now. They are going to go between damage, and if you want to do a cold shot or if you want to do a graphic slash, you can lose a success and still have the rest for damage, but you get to dictate where and how it hits.
I'll do that.
Okay, so do you want a cold shot and a graphic success, or do you just want a cold shot?
Okay, what is the graphic success? What is
So,
that?
for example, you can describe how you slash through it and then reverse the blade and slash back. So it's still
Oh,
one
I would
damage
love
tool,
to.
but you can break it into description. That's what I
would
call a
love to do
graphic.
both.
Okay, so you have 8
And
damage that
then-
you're going to do.
Yes.
It's going to annihilate the zombie, so feel free to describe as you like.
Perfect. Okay. And I rolled for my humanity. I got 2 10s on that. We're still good there for now.
Killing dead things doesn't count.
For now it doesn't. So what Amaret does is Amaret has been in that puppet mode this entire time, so there's no change there. There's a kind of like acknowledgement as it takes the blood from her. It's something she's seen happen once before with Thomas. And gets up, gets into position, and it's beautiful the way that she runs forward, and it takes 2 seconds-ish for her to decide that she's going to come down with it, burst through its head, and then reverse it immediately by reversing her body and come back through its neck.
Ooh.
That's so good.
And then for that, she stops there, flicks, just to flick some of the gore off of the sword, and turns to the next one.
So the zombie slices anime style in like 3 different directions as it groans and falls and collapses to the ground. That's one of the dead things gone.
How many are there, out of curiosity?
There are 8 left.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that might be a futile effort.
If you
Where-
roll high enough, I'll let you split your attack. So like PS2 at the same time, Deadpool style.
Oh, cool.
They're not. They're smart, but they're not very well statted.
No. How close is everything else that's not a zombie? Where are they in this sphere?
The La Sombra is about 3 or 4 steps that way. The Nosferatu, who knows? And then the Tsamitsi is standing the furthest back. He's still standing where he started in the middle of the graveyard. So he's about 10 feet away.
Amaret's gonna pivot for the other one that's closest, that's not a zombie.
He's
Because
about 4 feet away, so it's going to be a little bit of a difficulty to hit him. Because as I understand it, 4 feet is like 2 meters.
fully accept this. I fully accept that. I also fully accept if she has to like actually spend one of her actions to get there. I'm good with either.
You can spend an action to get there, and you won't be able to strike him this round.
I
You
should
have
be because I have 3.
I keep forgetting you have 3.
It's totally fine. I will do that. She will get closer, and
So
then I'll
one-
use the other one to attack.
Okay, go for it. You are going to have it bite you again if you use the ability.
Nah.
Okay, so normal.
She got a taste of it on the zombie. So that's 1, 2, 3. That is 7 total successes. To hit.
Nice.
Okay, that's 3 damage. Are you doing a cold shot?
Let me check something else. No, she is not. But can I describe something that happens first?
Give me a second. Something's up. Just give me a second.
Okay.
All right.
Second being given.
So, I think it's a good time to remind the audience and everything that the Crit Awards are up, and if you want to like nominate us for like any of the cool categories, like World of Darkness stuff, you can totally can. And yeah. Yeah.
So, Ollie would be able to see Amaret.
Yes.
Thomas can see Amaret. Lenore can see Amaret. Bellona might be able to see Amaret. Okay.
Okay. Jack is just feeling a little bit ill, so just I'll handle that.
Okay.
So you were saying, excuse me, your attack.
You totally fine. So, to describe right before this whole thing goes through and you take over for like damage and everything, because I'm not going to be doing a cold shot. But what does happen for those who can see Amaret, as she goes to make this attack on this vampire, something behind her eyes breaks. She loses something.
Oh no!
A
No!
child.
A little bit of that light that you're familiar with, even behind the mask, slips away.
Come to the dark
As she
side.
loses 1 dot of humanity.
Come to the dark side. We have cookies.
Oh no!
I'm enjoying that far more than I should, but yeah. Okay, cool. So, what I think does it for you is that you spin and pirouette and you slam that sword straight forward into the chest. And this guy jerks and looks up at you, and you see the face of somebody that you might not have known personally, but you know those eyes. You know that face. You know someone who is young and was lost, and the world has just beaten down and found a little bit of hope. And you just stabbed it through the heart. And knowing that cracks that little piece of your humanity off, and the beast gets a little bit stronger. Good times. Okay.
Oh my god.
The Tsamitsi roars as he's hit, and Thomas made a hole in him. Does not like this hole. And immediately you see him pulling at his flesh, and it literally looks like it's putty. That he reaches and pulls the scales apart and starts pulling the flesh into place, closing up the hole. That's what he's focusing on this round. Okay. Bellona is about to stand up, and she looks furious. She looks like she is so mad she is going to spit fire at something. But just as she is about to walk towards the fight, to get involved in the way Bellona does, that sense of presence and that sense of power and majesty, she steps forward, opens her mouth to speak, and something comes around, grabs her mouth, and yanks her back, and that Nosferatu has her like this.
Fuck!
She has bad luck with Nosferatu.
So much.
She's too pretty.
She is, that's why they target her. No, in all seriousness, that's because they have orders.
Yes.
Oh, God damn it.
Oliver, you have
Yep.
8 zombies around you. There is a fight. Things are happening. What are you doing?
Oh, God.
Beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I kind of want to do that, but we're kind of getting surrounded right now. We should
Lenore,
probably do a
Vesper thought what I thought. I saw that and we had the same thought.
could probably do a tactical retreat, but I'm keeping the torpor fucker.
Oh, that's what I remember. You were like, you looked at them and you were literally like, if you take one more step, I'll eat him. And you hear this cackling hiss, and there's Nosferatu, whose features are very bat like Lenore. He's got those elongated ears, he's got the face pulled back, he's got the pronounced muzzle. And he kind of cackles, looks at you and goes, if you don't, I will.
All right. Y'all freaky. Y'all a little freaky. Okay, cool. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and deuces, and I'm just gonna start running.
You're gonna
Running
leave
back
your
into the
friend.
house. What? Wait, who's?
He's got Bologna like this when he spoke to you.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, so he's front of a lot of. Okay. Sorry, I misread that. Okay. I'm gonna drop the guy, put my hand up. Just like, all right, don't hurt her. Whatever you want, don't hurt her.
We want her. We're taking her, and we're going to burn you all.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just hang on. My back is killing me real badly. My back is really hurting, and I'm just gonna pull out my fucking revolver and shoot him in the fucking head.
Okay, this is a cold shot, difficulty 9, because you're trying not to hit Bologna, and your target is basically his face.
Okay. Here we go. Okay.
You may use a willpower. Remember, you announced beforehand.
Yes, I will use a willpower. Okay. So, okay. Firearms. Okay. Up. Power. Oh, okay. All right. Be good. Okay. 4 successes.
Pretty damn good. 4 successes. Okay, I already took a difficulty for the cold shot, so I'm not going to take a success.
Yep.
You can shoot him in the face. What's the damage on your gun?
I believe it is a 6.
Let's have a look. 6.
Yes.
Let me just find him here. Okay. And then he has 20. Okay. So 4 damage. You guys and your guns are fucking people up here. But it's only lethal because it's a normal gun.
I got like 1 box left. If I'm going down, I'm going down swinging.
You shoot him, and literally you manage to hit him straight in the middle of his nose. You put a hole in his face, and he shrieks and jerks back, lets go of Bologna, and starts scrambling away behind the house. He crawls like he's almost this cockroach monkey thing, and he scampers behind the house, scrambling away.
Okay. I'm gonna say that took like both of my actions and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm
Well,
just
yeah,
like.
I'm gonna call it both your actions because there was a lot of talking. So one of your actions was the conversation, and the celerity
Yep.
was the quick shot.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then we have the La Sombra. Cove is not here. Bugger.
It's all good.
So he drops Bologna. Bologna, I will come back to Mr. La Sombra. Lenore, you go so long.
One more time?
I'm going to skip the La Sombra until Cove gets back because she's the one dealing with him. Or they're the one dealing with him. So what's your action?
Cove is returned.
Okay. So, the La Sombra guy, you put that sword through him. And he looks at you and hisses. He literally physically hisses at you. And he's like, fucking Camarilla scum. And he twitches his fingers. As he does, these prehensile tentacles erupt from the ground around you. Okay? Let's see the roll for how many.
What is this Arms of Hadar bullshit? What the fuck?
Oh, wow, you are lucky.
Hey,
These tentacled arms erupt around you. There are about 7 of them that shoot out and they try and pierce through you. But because Amaret is who Amaret is, you are a very live dancer and you twist as you see them coming in so that 2 of them move past you, one behind and one in the front. And it almost looks like they're wrapped around you artistically like a statue. But the third one comes straight through and slams through your shoulder. It is going to be... What's your stamina?
3.
I need you to roll stamina plus fortitude if you have it. And I need to know how many successes you get.
Okay, so it'll just be stamina.
Still roll good.
I did not.
What
Oh
did you roll?
no!
I botched.
Oh!
Thomas? You see this happen, that these 2 tentacles go in the front and the back, trying to spear Maret as she twists sideways and avoids them. But because she twists, she is full on for the last tentacle to come straight up from the ground through her stomach, and you see it come out the back of her. It's about that thick. Amaret, take 4 aggravated damage as the dark of the abyss pierces through you, burns into your very soul.
Okay, we're good. Sorry, I had to roll through the PTSD. We're good. He's just very, even more angry now.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I hate these guys.
Okay, they hate you.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. 3 aggro damage. I forgot he's already on a -1 because of your damage to him. So it's only 3 aggro, it's not 4.
Oh! Sweet Jiminy Christmas!
So that helps a little. Okay? Lenore, what do you do?
Lenore is taking aimed shots at the zombies, trying to thin the herd that is now surrounding everyone.
Are you taking a single shot or are you going multi-shot? If you go multi-shot, each shot gives you a higher difficulty and you need celerity to take unless you've got auto on your fire. Have you got auto fire on your rifle?
Just 1 aimed shot then.
Okay. Go for it.
That's 2 8s and a 9.
Okay. And the damage of the gun? Is
8.
Yep. You blow its head off. You shoot, and where there was a head, there is now literally up to here. Everything else has vaporized, and it stumbles for a second, and then falls forward. Okay, then it is the Nosferatu is no longer engaged in combat, and then it is Thomas.
Oh. This man fucked up. Hold on. Okay, so we gotta reload. I'm gonna call a shot. And I am gonna spend a willpower, but not on the special check.
Okay.
We're just gonna roll that Okay, that's a 7. I made it barely. It's not broken. Okay. I'm gonna spend a willpower for at least one success on a called shot to that Lasombra's head,
Okay.
right in the fucking dome.
Okay. You are gonna have it's gonna have a chance to defend because it is covered by the writhing tentacles. But go for it.
Oh, does its shadows counteract the ignore supernatural defenses?
No, actually, if you're right, you're using this gun. This is an interesting question because technically they're made of the same thing. We'll roll a dice. Odds or evens?
Fuck that guy! 4 tens! I only have 3 more shots with this pistol, so I'm really hoping my rolls hold up. And a 9. Everything else was like a 4 or under, so.
And the damage is again?
6 at. Fuck you right in your asshole.
Fuck you. You're cool.
Odds or evens, Thomas?
Don't touch my fucking kid!
Odds or evens?
Oh, fuck. Evens.
Ooh. Okay. So the good news is the thing does affect the shadow. But the shadow gave it enough resistance to decrease some of your potency. So what happens is you shoot at this thing and these shadows are riding through. It's grinning with glee. He is thrilled at piercing through Amaret. And you literally hit him on those shiny, perfect teeth. That bullet tears into his mouth through the back and out the back of his head, and he stumbles backwards, falling to his knees, gasping as blood and black ichor pour from his mouth, and the shadows are curling and writhing even more violently around him. He is holding on by a scrap of willpower alone. That is all that is stopping this guy from absolute gone.
Don't touch my fucking kid. And you don't get shot in the head. I mean, what do you...
Amaret, you have a giant tentacle piercing your abdomen. What do you do?
Oh boy. For thematic purposes, there's that, like... So I gotta be a dramatic bitch about this. There's no other way to be. There is that, like, stumble. And there is the little, like, cough that accompanies it. What the fuck can I do?
Oh god, I'm so fucking stressed right now.
You can choose to try and pull off of it. It's basically going to be a grapple check, and you can try and will your blood to heal.
Question. Is he still within stabbing distance? Because if he didn't move...
Not if you're on the tentacle. Because of how he got shot, he also stumbled and he fell backwards.
Back.
You could probably stab him in the leg.
Dick shot, bro.
Not that high up on the leg. We're talking like ankle area.
Give him the old dick twist.
So it's heal or pull myself off or stab in the leg. That's where we're going with, yes?
You kind of, if you're going to pull yourself off, you have to pull yourself off first because you can't heal the giant hole in your abdomen while there's still something in the giant hole in your abdomen.
Absolutely.
Unless you can think of something else, you're welcome to come up with a different idea. I just gave you some suggestions.
I appreciate the suggestions because my brain was giving me nothing. You are brilliant. You are amazing.
You can give up actions entirely and turn dramatically to Thomas and give him a look. That could be nice. I'm a trigger daddy's anger points.
I could be a bastard about this. She has throwing knives.
It'll be one action to draw them.
I know. She's gonna be a bastard about this. She has throwing knives.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Remember, before you roll, you lose the dice according to your penalty. So if your penalty on your wounds is
Yep.
-2, you lose 2 dice. Piz, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything is great. Everything is great.
That is 5 successes. That
Okay.
includes the penalty already.
Damage?
Um,
I remember I throwing knives at 2.
I
Do you need me
think.
to do it?
God damn it! I have stiletto knife, switchblade, and they're both at 3, and the throwing knives blank.
A knife is damage strength +1. So what's your strength?
2. So that's also 3.
But that's a knife. A throwing knife tends to be a knife.
Oh! I thought you said throwing knife is okay.
Oh yeah, I have to look up throwing knives. I don't have the patience to look it up right now. Let's say it's a damage of 2. Let's just go with that.
Cool. I'm good with that.
So that will be there, minus his stamina, minus his
and I need to
fortitude.
do something real quick. As she decides to be a bastard,
Mhm.
While still impaled on this tentacle,
Mhm.
as she pulls out the knife, she lines it up and she throws it. For the second time today, there is that crack behind the eyes,
Oh.
behind the mask.
No.
As you're targeting the same guy. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy what I'm gonna do next so much.
And once again, something just slips away. It's almost like, to be dramatic and go in tandem with it, as she coughs up like blood from this wound that's gone through her stomach, it's almost at that same time that she loses part of herself. And that is the second dot of humanity. And now that should be the only thing that I lose from this. Because she's now at 7, so.
You are in such pain. Such valid, throbbing ache as your stomach burns from this tentacle inside of it, that you don't hold back and you let fly that blade. It hits him in his heart, and he was holding on literally by sheer will, the will to see his love again, to the will to just see the one he saved one more time. But you took that thread away. And you look at a boy who is almost the same age as you, into eyes that saw the same pain as you, who felt the same hurts as you. And you see his eyes tear up as he whispers Luce's name and crumbles to dust.
Oh.
And that little bit of humanity goes, and the beast gets a little bit stronger.
It's at that
Beast
point.
is enjoying the kill. The beast is enjoying your hands drawing blood and pain. It's starting to feel good and powerful.
I'm gonna go one step further with this because it's thematically appropriate.
Mhm.
As the beast starts enjoying it, guilt from one certain event fades from her mind, because the first time she used the throwing knives, it killed an innocent man in Thomas and Amaret's session .5. And with this, and with that humanity gone, the guilt from that event fades as well.
Somewhere the bunny man smiles.
And then
You have one more action left.
we do. Is he dead?
He's Ash.
Am I free?
The shadows fade away and you have a hole in your stomach. About yay big. It hurts. It is painful. Even standing is an effort right now.
How far is the nearest other motherfucker?
Those would be the zombies behind you.
I'm gonna throw another throwing knife at another motherfucker.
Okay. Remember your penalty.
Yep.
And remember your roll, because you are still causing... Actually, wait, let me check. I think
Nope.
you've dropped enough that you don't care anymore.
I have dropped enough that it's not a problem anymore.
Oh my god.
That is 4 successes.
So your humanity should be now 7, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you don't care about injuring another.
Nope.
The bad news is you have also lost your sanctity. And until you regain humanity, you will not regain your sanctity.
We need to talk about that because that's not quite how the merit works, but I will accept that until we talk about it.
Okay.
So
Next
4
person.
successes.
4 successes. One of them drops to its knees, but it's still trying to get up.
Cool, not a problem. And I'm done.
Okay. Then we have the Tsamitsi, who is going to... What is he going to do? He's dead. He's gone. He's gone. That one's unconscious. Yeah, no, he's not stupid. He's going to kind of look at you all, and he looks across to where Bologna is standing, and he's like, just give us the girl, and it all goes away. Your life will return to normal, and you will not have to care anymore.
You're talking to who? Me?
All of you.
Oh,
There
fuck.
just
Yes.
comes a
There's
shoot.
something about its voice, though. When it speaks, there's this almost androgynous mix of male voice and female voice overlaying. And its voice is strangely, hypnotically attractive to listen to. You want to hear it speak. But it sounds like 2 voices overlaying male and female at the same time.
What gender? Nice.
Its gender is Tsamitsi.
And there's some-
Yes.
I
Oh
want
my
to point
God.
out, in canon, there is a Tsamitsi who occasionally, when it's a very special night out, crafts tiny vaginas into his arms and legs and boobs and breasts, because why not?
All right.
There's another one who will make little children's voices, mouths all over his body that will sing as he walks. Sasha Vikos is a monster.
That is creepy. Okay, so
That's
that's
They're not real.
okay.
It's fake. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, what do you guys say? What do you do? The army salute in number 1 and 2, 3, 4.
Oh. I would
I'm
just
doing-
like to point out that I currently have 4 middle fingers, all very long, so I know this bitch sees them.
It kind of looks cute. I see. You do know it will not end. Even if you killed all of us, we are but one. Is it worth the fight to you?
One bitch.
Very vulgar for your words. What's your O'Malley? Very vulgar for your words, Master O'Malley.
I don't like that.
And it's like,
What? Like I've been hiding it? It's on the fucking sign. You don't scare me. If you know who my grandfather is, why would you think I'd be scared of you?
oh no, you misunderstand. I do not seek to scare you. I simply acknowledge that I will inform him of your final death. But not at my hand. Good
And you
thing.
think that's gonna go well for you? Even if there's no emotional attachment, you know how he is.
Courtesy matters. You are fighting a fight you do not understand.
I don't think when you come into my goddamn house and start attacking my goddamn family, you should expect courtesy.
I am not.
I may be an O'Malley, but I'm also from Southern Ohio. Fuck you. This is a stand your ground state, bitch.
I'm running to quotes. I'm running to quotes.
Give me a second to respond.
Oh my god.
Hold on. There is just as a little freebie during this little chat. I don't think we ever shared what Thomas's current smile looks like with the fans there. So 1 second.
All right. This is just bad. This is
There you
just
go.
bad.
Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Good job, guys. Though 60. Oh Lord. Okay, so he looks at you. I am not in your house. I would never enter your house. That was the others. They wanted to play. And leave you some surprises, of course. My surprise is waiting at your hospital.
Oh, he fucked up now. They fucked up now?
We might hate you, but we want to be respectful about it.
Exactly.
He's being very respectful. Very respectful.
Yeah, I was raised with that condescending, respectful. I know what he's doing. He, she, they. We'll just alternate.
You generally go by what their physical appearance is. Unless it's androgynous, and then you don't know.
No, I'll find out when I put another hole in their chest.
Well, I do not think we will achieve very much more this evening. If you could have the courtesy of killing the weak one, I would appreciate that. And its back splits, and these two massive bat wings, like if you've seen Jeepers Creepers, those wings erupt out of its back. And it's starting to take off to fly. It disappears against the silhouette of the moon, flying off into the night, leaving behind the zombies, which, as its distance grows, they collapse like puppets with their strings cut to the ground. And the unconscious torpor Bruja, and the fire starts to burn low as the accelerant fades, leaving you guys in the house's yard.
I'm so glad that I am filthy rich and have insurance.
I'm just carrying Bologna just like back to the roof.
She's standing, she's hurt, but she's okay. She kind of
Okay.
comes hobbling up to you guys. She was a bit thrown when the Nosferatu caught her, but she comes to you guys and she approaches Thomas first because he's the closest by the house.
Hey. You doing okay?
Are you talking to Bologna?
Yeah.
We might want to
Do
not
I
talk
look
to Bologna without
okay?
Jay.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, there you go. Yep. No, you're right. You're right.
Do I look
So,
okay?
Eh?
I'm almost well done. No, I'm kidding. That is not what she says.
Have you been listening to
done.
what's happening?
I have been listening. Thank you for
Can we
puppeting
take
her
a
for a
break,
bit.
please? Because the GF really needs the bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you guys good with a quick thing, please?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. We're going to take a quick be right back. We're live? Why is Cove the GM? 1 second.
So what happens
It
next?
is go.
I'm fixing everything. That's what's happening next.
That's railroading. Shame on you.
I'm like, wait, hold on, what's happening? Sorry guys, imagine you didn't see anything. Everything was perfect.
We
Ta-da.
saw everything.
What was that?
What was what? What was what?
The noise
Flame.
Blaine made. Oh my word.
That was a stressy.
That was a very stressy. Very, very stressy. It's fine, guys. We're all rainbows and butterflies, as is usual in Vampire the Masquerade. Right.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for hanging out during the break. I promise I will try to be here for the second half of this game as much as I can. That is his I'm distressed sound. Thanks, Piz. Anyway, Nicole, would you like to take it away?
No, I'd like you all to suffer forever. You'll
Okay.
never know what happens next.
How dare you?
You'd
Anyway,
suffer with us.
I really would, though. So, the fight happened surprisingly quickly. It took maybe 15 minutes. And the side of the house is still burning, but Silas has gotten a hose and he's literally hosing down as much of the flames near the house as he can. In the distance, you can hear the sound of sirens approaching because one of the neighbors called to report the fire. And people are starting to come out onto the streets and look around. A reminder, you have a very unconscious man at Oliver's feet.
If we kill him, does he turn to ash?
Yes.
We kill him.
No, what? No, wait, hold on. We can use this as info.
That is going to be killing purposely. You're past the point of harm.
I know, I know,
Killing is a humanity.
I know. Don't worry, we're not that far gone yet.
Yeah.
And I just like lift up the body, just like up high, so Amaret can't like get it. So it's just like, no.
I'm just seeing this short vampire.
No.
Pinata.
Amaret looks over and thinks about it, but doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So what do you guys do?
Get in the van. Get in the van.
What time is it?
It's about 8 o'clock.
Alright, getting in the
I don't know-
van.
I actually don't know what the fire engines in America sound like.
Close enough.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
vary. It differs.
It's the hearse is still over with Wayland, so it's just one of the like. Thomas has like lots of cars, right? We just don't see them because the hearse is mint. But it's just like a van for moving like all the chemicals he needs to embalm and shit. Oliver, you could throw him in the back. We gotta fucking go. I'm hungry. I need to eat before I start fixing the giant fucking holes and burns in you guys.
All right. Yep. Cool. All right. Boom. I just toss the body and just sit on him as we're like getting into the van.
Oliver, when the van does pull away, I'm just letting you know you are going to see your friends standing on the porch, watching as the van drives away. They fucking saw everything.
I just give him the salute. I was like, "What are you gonna do about it, bitches? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You cocksuckers."
What an exit.
They did not seem surprised at the man who grew bat wings and flew away into the sky.
They're hunters. They're hunters. They're hunters, guys. Hunters.
Someday.
Ah.
That's just a little tidbit for later. So where you guys gonna go?
Emmett's gonna pull out her phone and try to message members of the herd to get them together in some capacity.
Where you gonna get them together? Because you normally meet them at Purgatory or the house, and both of those are no longer options.
She also goes other places. Those are her haunts, but she goes other places. Probably not a church.
We have 3 options right now. We can go pick up the hearse and see Waylon, meet them at the club. We can go to Chase, and we can go to Dorian. Those are all the places we put feelers out last session.
Bologna, you want to do anything while they're talking about it?
I'm texting you.
Oh,
Lenore?
Lenore's just like, well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't go much places outside of Thomas's domain very often, so this will be new for me either way. But where are we gonna go?
Thomas
I-
protecting Connor with one of his hands. Gun works good. Need more bullets. Kill the guy.
Oh my god!
Do you get the message back? Bullets might be a problem. Stop wasting them on things you can kill with your own hands. Your granddad's a dick. He's a very practical dick, though.
Ah, yes, a dick with purpose.
go.
It runs in the family.
I'm not gonna. Nope. I'm an mature adult.
I'm not.
Are you though?
Amaret will. I'll look around to everyone and go, I'm obviously partial to getting information about Purgatory, but I will not fight no matter where we go.
Well, the hearse is safer and has all the guns in it, so I'm fine with that. We're literally in a white panel creeper van with the O'Malley and Sons logo on it. It's literally just a fucking van.
Amaret, when you decide where to tell them to go, you just tell me how many of your blood dolls are coming. They will happily show up. Bologna, if you try and contact your blood dolls, the subscriber you have dialed is unavailable at present. Please try again later.
Including my gangbanger.
Not him. Him you actually get through to.
He is new, to be fair. Like, very new.
He's new.
Yep.
He wasn't known to be one of yours.
He was an accidental takeout.
But any of the others you call, the subscriber you have dialed is unavailable at present. Please try again
Fucking
later.
Hate that.
Subscriber you have dialed is unavailable at present. Please try again later.
Don't punch the phone. Don't punch the phone. Alright, is my scrappy boy coming to come see me?
Yeah, as soon as you tell him where you're going to go.
Alright, I'm
You
going...
guys are going to Purgatory.
Yes.
Yeah,
Seems like that's
I
where we're
assume Thomas is driving since he's the only one not dying with the driving skill. So,
As-
the usual screaming.
As you guys hit the street where Purgatory is, it is always such a lively street because Purgatory is not the only nightclub, not the only bar in this area. That's what this area is. It's nightclubs and bars. But there is a somberness when you get closer. The bars that are open and noisy, even with the windows a little bit down, don't seem as loud, don't seem as noisy. As you pull past the alley where everything happened to Bologna and Oliver, you can't see the body there anymore, but you remember what it sounded like as he gurgled and blood dripped down his throat. When you pull up to Purgatory, the bars next to it and nearby have fire damage that spread, and they're closed, but they're still standing. Purgatory is a wreck of rubble and ruin, and the only sounds are of a massive mechanical crane scooping up piles of rubble and pouring it to the side where there's a large mound where Wayland is guiding the construction workers that he brought in to dig down to the office.
Okay, so check in after that whole ordeal and everything. We all good?
You're asking us that?
In character or out of character?
In character.
Okay.
I mean,
Oliver was a little sassy pants last session.
I mean, define good.
Well, no one's in a blood-curdling mood to kill anything, or just like okay and all that jazz.
Blood-curdling
'Cause-
mood. Well, not outwardly.
I mean, Amaret. I can't imagine what you're feeling right now.
Yeah,
How do you want to proceed getting... Do you want to get closer?
I would like to see if there's any more information, but ultimately, we have Bologna to think about and to keep safe. And until what's dealt with, or what needs to be dealt with, is dealt with, nothing's going to change.
Well, in that case, let's find out what we can while we're here then.
all right. Got the body.
Who are you picking? Oh.
Yeah, this fucker. I'm just like poking his face. He's a torpor.
He's gonna be in there for a while.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in damage torpor.
I would assume his humanity was really low, so he's gonna be
Yeah.
in it.
She had a humanity
Yeah.
of 3.
Woof.
Oh my god.
He ain't coming back for a while.
He was working towards a path.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's approximately 5 decades. We'll see him in 5 decades.
Oh, 5 decades. Oh, great.
We'll get to question him in a good 5 decades.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Emiret will contact 7 of her herd. Tell them where they're meeting. Whenever she looks at any of you, she normally looks at you and there's like a little bit of that, like, you know, sweetness. There's that care there. It's like, oh, that's a friend of mine. I like friends. Good friend. There's nothing when she looks at any of you. I don't mean good or bad. There is just nothing. And then once we get up there, because I'm assuming that's where we already are, as Ollie is picking up, you know, the lovely, lovely fucker in torpor, that we're getting out of the car. Yes?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep.
She'll
Before
wait
you
for
get
guys.
out, Thomas will take his suit jacket off and put it on you and button it up. Maybe we hide this hole until I can fix it.
Walking is difficult.
Probably swimming in it because he's a full 2 feet taller than you.
Walking is difficult. Moving is difficult. You hurt. It is painful, and you smell of blood. Your clothes are stained. It's not a clean hole. You are bleeding and hurting. It is bad.
And Red's literally looking at Thomas and going, it went with the mood. It's not like she's not in pain. It's not like she's not reacting to it. She is struggling to walk. She is hunched over. But god fucking damn it.
He'll motion to see if you want uppies.
And she'll walk over. And it's just, once you give uppies, it's just a full collapse. Limp. Too tired.
Very tired. It's first thing in the evening, and you're very tired. So do you guys go to Wayland, or where do you go? Do you stand in the parking lot?
We should probably go to Wayland and see what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
When you approach him, he's very agitated, but when he looks up and sees you, he literally grabs Thomas and hugs him and holds onto you for a second. It is the ultimate bro hug of our boy is down there and I don't know. Hey guys, I saw your car. We're digging down, but it should take a couple of hours. I don't know how long. Are you here to help, or what's wrong with all of you? And he looks specifically at Bologna, and he looks at Amaret, and he's like, "Fuck, what happened to you?"
Hoist the guy.
We got a little.
I'm very angry.
We got a little early evening present of unwelcome guests at the house.
Fuck. The crew is ghouls. You don't have to worry about hiding from them. Jesus, are you guys okay?
Amaret very dryly, rests her chin on Thomas's shoulder, because I'm assuming she's like backpacking. Looks at Wayne and goes, "I got a new hole."
And he looks at Thomas as if you did that.
Wow.
Like, new body part is generally Thomas's domain, not in a bad way, not in a dodgy way.
gosh.
He literally just is like, did you do something?
No,
Like,
but
or-
the hole in the person who did it was me.
Oh, he did, ain't he?
Thomas is still really angry. He's just ascended beyond blinding rage into I'm going to eat these people when I find them. Consequences be damned.
Amaret keeps looking at Wayland, keeps having this dry spell, and goes, "I killed him." And then just kind of flops back down onto Thomas.
He kind of eyeballs how angry Thomas is for a second, and then looks at Amaret and he's like, "We're not sure, but
That's a good point. Waylon has known Thomas for what, like 20 years? Not as long as Philip, but longer than Toby. And he's never seen Thomas. His arms are put away, but his mouth is still.
yeah, no, he's eyeballing you with wide eyes. He is not comfortable with the fucking fangular mouth." But he eyeballs you, and he eyeballs Amaret especially, because he gives you a look, Amaret, that, I know things that Grandpa don't know. Because Philip was not dumb enough to talk about his crush to Thomas. So he talked to somebody. He's like, we're not sure, but we had someone down here with Auspex. They think they heard tapping last night, but we had to leave when dawn came. We haven't heard anything since, but we're going to dig them out. We're going to see what we find.
He's not allowed to be dead. I have to hit him at least once in the mouth.
I'll let him know either way when we find him. I don't know what we're going to find. And literally, like, the ground is caved in. That entire building of brick collapsed. There are bricks that look melted. That's how hot the fire was. And the rubble all imploded inwards. The crane is digging and digging, but they're not even entirely sure where the office is anymore. They just have a general area. But they've also got to dig in a way that it's not going to cause more collapse.
Yep.
Amaret, 1 or 2 cars rock up. Some of your blood dolls have arrived.
Fuck yeah. Amaret will. It's the very tired, still sun over Thomas, keeping the chin, like, cheek on Thomas's shoulder, and will point for the whole party. Some of humans' blood here.
You can take 3 pints per person without causing harm. More than 3 causes harm. However, you guys have a very stressful evening. Anyone who is wounded past -1, you are going to have to do a roll as you drink, just to a control roll. just to make sure you don't take more than you mean to, because that beast there is a little bit close to the surface.
Thomas will motion for the dolls to follow to the alley. Lenore, can you do that nifty witchcraft thing again?
Absolutely.
That's exactly what he would say too.
So
Can
you're
you do the spooky?
you're rolling self-control or instinct. If you have an injury, remember you have to minus dice. You can use willpower for an extra dice. Oh, I didn't check everybody's natures. Did anybody's nature apply during the fight? Because that'll regain your willpower.
I have soldier and caregiver, so arguably both.
It's not your demeanor, it's only your nature.
Soldier, so absolute.
What's your condition for regaining willpower? Just check your conditions.
The condition says, hold on, let me Google it for the exact wording.
Absolutely not.
You do not need to roll the normal seduction and because Amaret's blood dolls are willing to give because she's asked.
Emmeret will ask that not everyone feed at once, that someone will always be on standby in case something starts going too far, because Emmeret doesn't want them to get hurt too badly or anything like that.
Regain willpower when you achieve your objectives. The more difficult they are to fulfill, the better they feel to accomplish. Storyteller discretion if it's a spectacular success or lengthy mission.
There wasn't quite a mission, but you did have to drive off invaders, which I'm sorry, it falls under soldier. I'm giving you the willpower. I don't care that's not 100% there, but I'll give you the willpower for that. What's yours, Dice?
Mine is judge.
Did you judge anybody?
No, I did not.
Guilty.
I might objectively disagree on that.
Okay.
I'm looking it up
Okay.
right now because something about that sounds a bit. There we go.
Hold on.
Again,
Let
when
me
you
aim the
correctly
30
solve a
to roll.
problem,
Objection.
when you correctly solve a problem by considering the evidence presented, or when one of your arguments unites dissenting parties. I would argue that you did unite the party. You got everybody up and you got everybody fighting.
So yeah, gain willpower.
Yeah. Gain back 1 willpower. Bellona,
Survivor.
you survived. Gain a willpower. Vespa?
Lenore's is celebrant.
Yeah, that didn't quite fit.
Uh,
And Amaret?
not the right kind of party.
Absolutely fucking not. It's child. No.
Okay, so you guys are gonna feed.
Is my category?
I did not get injured.
Yeah, you're right.
I only need 2 blood points, so we're good.
Okay, you're fine. Vespa, do you need to feed?
Lenore's actually really fine.
Okay. And then Dice?
I'm debating on whether to feed or not because I don't want to risk like hurting this person if the beast is like out there and everything. Oh god, but I'm low on HP.
Okay, I will say if Oliver doesn't, Emmeret will literally bring someone over to Oliver.
Okay.
You get someone sturdy.
Still aesthetic,
Still
but
aesthetic,
sturdy.
aesthetically.
That is
beautiful.
I never had to describe any of Emmeret's herd before. Oh my god. Okay. So Emmeret's herd.
I could always paralyze him like I did Amaret. But Vulcan nerve pinch.
So
No whip.
Emmeret's herd is also aesthetic. It falls within her aesthetic mainly because what she does is she designs clothes and gives them to the herd. So they're all entirely outfitted and shit she's made for them, and so she dotes on them. She sends them gifts. She gives a flying fuck about them. She doesn't call on them very often anymore because of Thomas, but she calls upon them to spend time with them, because they're also a cuddle puddle. Their purpose is blood and cuddle puddle. And so yeah, they're very aesthetic, along the Lolita and OG fashion line, but they also dip more into like gothic as well. So yeah, kind of pick your aesthetic. When it comes to her, they're very touchy.
Yeah,
I will say.
Okay.
My brain just.
Just roll for control. You just need one success.
Okay. What do I have to roll for that? Is it
So you'll see it says instinct or control under your virtues.
Okay.
Self-control instinct.
okay?
I got 4 fucking successes, and that includes minusing the 1.
You're
That's
fine.
amazing.
Okay. One success.
That's all you need. You can feed safely. If you take more than 3 from a single person, you will hurt them. You can feed from multiple people. Because
There are 7 total coming. And Amrit can call more if she needs to.
I'm good. So I'll just take off 3. You said.
yeah, 3 from 1 is going to give you 3 points of blood. You're drinking 3 pints of their blood. More than that will
Yep.
hurt them. But they can survive donating 3 pints.
And to heal, how much blood is it to heal?
You can spend blood to heal a lethal damage. You need to have special Hojo to heal aggravated damage.
Cool. So the leftovers are going to be, I say leftovers, the ones not drank from are going to be for Thomas to drink from post healing people.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bologna, your guy rocks up as well. Hey, señorita.
Boya. Hello. It's been a while.
You're looking roughed up. You need me to hurt somebody.
Quite the opposite. Come here for a moment.
He like fucking will run over to her. The bite is like the best sex combined with the best drugs. It is absolutely euphoria for humans.
You know what I am.
I know you're spooky.
I am definitely a type of spooky. There are others like you. Had been. And I have a feeling that they are no more. I'd like you to do me a favor.
Yeah, you tell me what you want, chica. I'll take care of it.
After this night, I need you to get out of here.
Now that I can do.
I thought as much. You're a lot like a friend of mine. In that case, promise me if anyone asks, you know nothing about me. You don't know who I am. You've never heard my name. You don't know about this world.
I can keep my mouth shut. Snitches get stitches.
This is true. And she sort of like pats his cheek. It's like, and that is what I like about you. And drinks.
Okay. Do you take 3 points?
Yes, just the 3. Let me roll.
So you guys get your blood up. Thomas can do his healing rolls.
Okie dokie. Oliver's probably the fastest. Come here.
Yes, Oliver has 2 cracked vertebrae in his spine.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a chiropractor, doc. You're gonna have to like I don't know, spinal tap me or something, whatever it's called.
Spinal tap!
Oh my word.
Yeah, I don't have any drugs on me, but I can turn off your nervous system after a certain vertebrae.
Ooh.
I don't want to be feeling this, so that'd probably be French, the P word.
You might want to lay down first.
Okay, all right, here we go. It hurts to move.
It's a nice pile of recycled cardboard boxes in the alley that you can lie down on.
So comfy.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, Burger
Okay.
King. That used to be my favorite.
I got 3 8s on the int medicine roll.
Okay.
And then we'll spend a blood point to start flesh crafting. Thomas's fingers just sort of sink into the back of your neck, pinch the nerve, and then I gotta make a separate roll to fix your vertebrae.
Okay.
It no longer hurts though.
Hey.
You also can't feel anything from the neck down.
2 7s. So he's sort of just like you would clay that's been separated. He's just smoothing over the cracks with his fingers. He is essentially massaging your spine back together.
So you can heal 2 lethal.
Feel too lethal.
Next contestant.
Oh right, I gotta make a separate medicine roll so you can move again. Hold on.
Please don't make me paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Seven, 8, 10, and a 9. You can
you're
move.
fine. You're fine. Damn it.
Be healed.
Nice.
Fuck. Okay. Come here, kid.
Emmeret whole ass points at Bologna and goes, try to heal me first, I'll scream.
Oh, all right, okay.
These youngins ain't got no respect no more. Sassy
No.
nails.
Well, whatever. Someone come over here. I'm not in the mood.
Alona.
Grandpa is done.
I'm singed, not kebabbed.
Singed, bitten, go. You're the one most likely to get taken. I don't
Sure,
want you
you do
injured
have-
while you're doing that.
Big ass bite out of your shoulder.
Exactly. Everyone's like, I watched that happen. You are not just singed, my friend.
She doesn't
But
want
she's
to
being
admit
a dick about it.
You're,
The character,
She's like, I'm
she's
fine.
just being an asshole.
I've been through worse. My dress is the one that needs fixing. No, that she didn't say that. She thinks it, but anyway.
you are a wee bit crispy.
Okay with
All right.
extra.
Okay. Let's...
I really should throw away this power bank. Sorry.
2 10s and a 9. Why am I get it. I need my pool to be better. This is my best pool and I'm barely making it. This is disgusting.
Disgusting.
Another 10. There we go. That's better. You fuck me. That a 4. Okay.
What did you say?
You said that
what?
better.
Threatening my dice.
Oh.
So Thomas will take out one of his spare arms and slit along the inside and just sort of peel off the flesh and start applying it to your arm and your wound.
Crafting new skin. Got it. Can we talk about the fact that Thomas carries a spare arm that matches Bologna's skin tone? Because I know Valentine's Day is passing all, but that's a little bit
I feel like Thomas fucking just collects the skin tones of the people in his house. I feel
think-
like
Yeah.
he does. Ever since,
Everybody keeps getting wounded.
ever since he can't
Yes.
match Silas,
oh my word.
the craftsman, he was offended.
He's still mad that the tattoos don't match.
Thomas, do me a favor. Don't you want to leave a pretty stitch pattern around this piece of flesh?
I mean, I could stitch it, or I could just, close it.
I don't want to be seamlessly perfect.
He's gonna be so mad.
Oh,
Good,
it's a
good,
power
good,
move.
good.
It's a power move.
Yes.
Get me at the midst.
No, we're okay. It was a 7. We're good.
The fact that Nicole picked up
Alright.
that so fast.
I love it.
Okay, that's fine.
How many successes?
I will do a 2-part roll with intelligence, medicine, and dexterity expression.
Mm-hmm.
We can make it pretty. Give me 1 second.
Make it pretty.
Pretty gory.
Make it pretty.
Stitches are pretty. I've got many of them.
You're aesthetic.
They are.
Stitches get snitches.
Mm-hmm.
Just get snitches.
I'm like Loki in love with my boya. I've interacted with him twice.
Yeah.
Hello, and he's just this random
Or-
gangbanger. 2
On
successes.
the medicine? No, 4 with 2 10s on the medicine. Now we gotta do the expression so the stitching isn't ugly as fuck, but it's a much smaller pool, so...
Honestly, she probably wouldn't mind if they were very, very ugly.
Do you have any lethal, or is all your damage aggro?
2 aggro, I do believe, is what I was on.
He is replacing the arm pretty much, so I will let both aggro get healed. And it is
Yay!
actually very pretty. The stitches
got-
make this.
You know, it's an orchid pattern all the way up your arm.
Oh, that's pretty. That would be-
Okay. That's freaking awesome. I don't think I've ever said it. Orchids are her favorite flower.
Thomas
Aw.
knows. Thomas knows. I should
Roses
be
is
too,
what
okay?
the roses is what the Duke thinks is her favorite flower. Well, should be her favorite flower.
Okay, and now it's time for your grandchild.
She will not this
Oh,
time.
God, okay.
It's just
Be
like
less upsetty about it.
Cove.
I know for a fact this is gonna be an extended row.
Cove, it's
Okay.
just the okay, now your grandchild.
You just want me to do the... I'm gonna extend it for 2 turns, so I'll do 2 intelligence medicines and 2 flesh crafting. Do you want me to do it 1 and 1, or both of each at the same time?
Do both at the same time for speed's sake.
Hold on. I need more dice.
You need more dice.
That's amazing.
Mood.
I
Damn.
always want more dice, to be fair.
I love that jacket though. The gold and the
That's
black
so
is just stunning.
pretty. I love.
Yeah,
the
can we
gold.
just talk,
And the
talk
matching
about?
tie.
Yeah.
He is just dripping out with the Riz. My
It's
God.
gorgeous. I love it. Hey Blaine, read text. We think you're stunning. Read the text. You're gorgeous. Your suits. Your riz.
Hey, yo, that Riz.
Oh, my brain is doing the rizzle for shizzle.
The riz of a shizzle. The difficulty comes to complicate.
So you
Compliment
know,
this
I am
man,
currently rolling 14 fucking dice.
dude. I should
He
probably
is
just
good.
Bitch.
gonna write it into.
Get out of there!
chat.
Get out of there.
Oh, God.
Did we do it right?
I gotta sort them first. Okay, this is a lot of math.
That's the upside of like Google Dice. When you have a lot of dice, it's easier to be like, huh?
Yep.
Huh?
Well, I found that really cool dice roller on the other game, so we can maybe look at adapting it for future sessions. You know, someone who knows how to do bots on Discord, and not me.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can have a look at it and let you know.
I just had the mental image. I don't know why. Of Thomas trying to do the flesh crafting with Amaret. Amaret's just T-posed on the ground.
That's
That's
not
so funny.
sanitary.
Okay, I'm only gonna say the ones that matter. 2 10s. I will re-roll those in a minute. 3 9s, 1 8, 3 7s, and 2 1s. So let me re-roll these 10s real quick. Oh, fucking goddamn it!
You're good.
One of them fell off my desk. A 9 and a 7. So the ones will take off a 7 and a 9.
Okay, so
But I'm pretty sure we're good.
so you can heal 2 aggro damage for the 10s, and if you have lethal damage, you can heal up to 7 lethal damage, which is more than your entire wound pool.
I only have
Then
aggro.
the blood
So-
uh,
2 aggro healed.
hold on, I gotta.
But he's
Do
made
my-
it. He's made it so you can walk without pain. You can act. You can move. You have the penalties deep inside because the muscles are not responding the way they're supposed to yet. But you have healed 2 aggro damage.
Yay.
Before I spend these blood points, he'll pause now that Bologna's put the thought in his head. Stitching or seamless.
Aesthetic. Seamless.
It's about their flesh.
Aesthetic. I need to be aesthetic. I'm a Toreador. Can't. I'm a Toreador fashioned around the idea of a doll. Do not.
2 10s and an 8.
Okay,
And I need to go eat again.
there's blood dolls. You're fine. So on a mechanic side, we're gonna play for up to a maximum of an hour after this, but we can end sooner if you need to end sooner, because I know Dice has another game and your times in America have gone all wonky doodle because of the daylight savings list. But
Yeah.
we have time to do more, or we can cut it here. What would you guys prefer?
Dice, are you good?
Some things came up, so I may have to like bounce. You guys can continue and stuff without me, and all that.
I'm just imagining that Oliver's just sitting there bouncing the guy's head against the floor every time he feels like bored, like a bouncing basketball.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
Like a cat?
I will say
but-
I don't feel well. Then there's a lot that I want to do, which is gonna be roleplay heavy and won't end quick. So
What I would suggest is we have rehashed everything. I would suggest that Waylon kind of looks at Oliver and goes, look, if you could, I'd appreciate some of your strength, just if you could stay behind and help, which gives Dice a way out. And
Yeah.
if everyone else, we go for maybe half an hour of actual roleplay because we've been mostly in combat this session. Jack, do you feel up to that?
yeah, I think before that happens, before Thomas is like, alright, time to dig. She is going to ask them to stay in the alley a little bit, just for a second, just so she could talk to them.
Okay. So ask them. Talk to them.
Well, now you
Yo.
say it like that, and I'm trying to think, like, how do I get into the mindset again? Heckin'. It's like, yeah, speak Chinese. Suddenly I don't know any of these words from my mother tongue. Alright, Bologna hasn't really been talking much this entire time, to be fair. We're dealing with undead monsters and vampires, and fire. But she's been very, very sort of more than usual stuck in her head. Like she's constantly thinking about something or trying to decide on something. And Waylon's like, oh, could you stay behind? Bologna just looks at you and goes, if you don't mind a minute of your time, Thomas. Sorry, you're not Thomas. Oliver.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Well, I would actually like to talk to all of you.
Okay.
In private. Well, as private as we can get in this location.
Oh, the blood dolls have all gone to get food and iron and fucking juice, and yeah, they need to replenish.
Yeah, so she sort of like takes them to the alley where they had their like Capri Suns. And for a minute, it looks like she's not gonna say anything. She's like been staring at her feet. As some of you might have guessed, the person who is looking for me has found me. I don't actually know if you even want all the details.
Guy's a dick. That's all we need to know.
He's my husband.
You were fucking married?
I never said I
When-
wasn't.
I'm married.
In the theater, was
It's
it
just like-
Thomas and Lenore? It was Thomas and Lenore who overheard it when she said it in passing, and it was never spoken of again.
Also, I think my favorite thing about this entire visualization is these people all going into an alley and Waylon's waiting outside for Ollie and just hears Ollie scream, "You are fucking married!" from the alleyway.
Oh my god.
Is it that much of a surprise?
Well, well. Okay, first off, the fact that you are with like such a dick husband who's trying to do all this shit for you, that's not an actual husband. That's not an actual partner. Partners don't do that. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, my windowsill broke off.
That's
It's
very
all good.
Ollie. That's very Ollie of you.
Yep. This little hood doohickey.
Oh my god.
It's all good. Partners don't do that.
Yeah. Partners do come with the assumption of equality, doesn't it? I
Are
think
you gonna tell them?
was...
Are you gonna tell them how old Bologna is?
I think I was closer as his trophy wife. Several hundreds of years.
I'm gonna fuck this guy. I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna kill. I'm just. Ah!
It's a serious
Several
moment, but I'm
hundred
trying.
years, what?
Sorry, what did you say?
Several hundred years what?
That I was his trophy wife. She... You know her outfits. It's sleek. It dips down, it clings to her body. What back? That's what she wears. But her chest, for the most part, was covered all of the time. And she pulls aside where her heart should be. And there is a thick scar there. When he didn't have need of me, I would be silenced and put away in a pretty box on display. And if there are events that he needed me on his arm, he would take the stake out. Take me for a walk. Something I should have been grateful for. Apparently. This man hunted me for years. Waited for me to reach the appropriate size before he turned me. To him, I am as much his creation as his wife. And he will stop at nothing to get me back. I had people who helped me escape once. They're all gone. The only one who escaped with me, I can't reach him anymore. So, I hope you'll understand and forgive me if I don't want to see that happen to any of you. But I've been thinking about it. I don't wish to treat you the way I was treated. So I won't take your choice from you. But what I can do is make sure you make an informed choice. He's coming for me. I'm not going to run anymore. And whatever you decide to do, I will not blame you. In fact, I might be relieved if you turn away. As horrible as that might feel to hear. That is the lovely short summary of my life and my relationship with my husband. Any questions?
So, to be clear on everything I've just heard, this man is a despicable groomer, first and foremost. Second of all, he's an abuser. Third of all, kept you trapped against your will. Fourth of all, he killed those who helped you escape. Fifth of all, he might have one of your close friends. Sixth of all, he may have led to the deaths of both Philip and Bjorn. Seventh of all, he may have led to the deaths of who knows how many others. Even
he will
if
keep hunting if he can't get what he wants.
Even if by some weird turn of events we abandoned you, because I know none of us are going to. Absolutely not. I would judge anyone in this group who decided to, personally. You might not. I will. Even if you weren't in the mix. But, by the way, you matter. And we're not going to leave one of our own to deal with some fuckface. But even if you weren't involved, he's already done enough that it warrants his death several times over. Bologna, none of us are going to give up literally trying to beat this man to death. I'm not going to give up trying to beat this man to death. It's one of my primary objectives now. So no, I'm with you. Whatever happens.
I do apologize for keeping this from you. I thought I was keeping you safe. I see now that I'm wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong. We are your friends. We are your family. Till death do us part. We are gonna stick by you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting. Thank you.
We got you.
I'm starting to believe it.
Good. Because I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of you until you don't believe it. Understand that?
Moment ruined. Someone pass me a handkerchief.
Here you go. You wanted us to make an informed decision, and we have.
I'm gonna inform my foot up his ass.
Same.
I also agree with this.
I'm going to take his arms off, and Ollie's going to beat him to death with them.
I would love to beat him to death with his own fucking arms. Can we make that a deal?
I love games. It's pinata. I wonder what'll drop.
I don't think I've ever had such morbid, aggressive support before. Can't say I don't like it.
So you guys have this great moment. And just before we cut the game, a message comes through to every one of you that has a cell phone
Ah,
at
fuck.
the same time. It is from the sheriff of the city. This is a confirmation. Peter Van Dorn of House Tremere has reached final death. No vampire in the city is allowed to travel by themselves. You are to travel in pairs and stay safe in havens until further notice.
Gonna read the message and look up at everyone and be like, well, I guess it's a good thing you're keeping me around, since I'm no longer allowed to be alone. Still holding the phone like this. She's old, okay? She's a newfangled technology thing.
And that's it. We're going to end the session today.
Ooh.
That's okay. I just had to go through a boot camp with Toby and Sandy to understand it, so.
That is all good. That was a good time, guys.
Yes.
I hope you had
Thanks,
fun.
guys. Right. In that case, let's do the rollouts. Nicole,
Damn it,
would you
have
like
What?
to start
Okay.
first?
I gotta go
Who
first
are
all the time.
you? Where are you
Hi.
from? Why
South
you like
Africa.
to torture us?
For fun.
And you're a
And
sadist.
slight sadist. I am a little bit of a sadist. Real
Oh
one.
my.
Little bit of a sadist, she says.
It's really funny when you guys get hurt.
Wow. Okay.
I liked my whole.
Little bit being equal to or greater than Thomas and Lenore at their full heights on each other's shoulders.
Look,
think
I live in the security that you are on the other side of the ocean and can't actually get to me and hurt me.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing you tomorrow. But yes. Who would like to go next? Dice?
Just
Hello.
Just one quick thing. Thank you for joining us. We're going to have a very special session next time, so remember to come tune in. And
yes.
I am going to, like I said, I'm going to be making little summary videos over the next few weeks of past episodes. So anyone who wants to catch up can catch up in these like little 3-4 minute summaries. And you can find me on the TikToks with the name Saint Sinners.
Go.
Next session is in a very, very big session. Definitely come through if you can, and if you can't, definitely check the YouTube. Boys.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Dice and Autism. I tell stories on the net. You guys can find me at most places at Dice and Autism and everything and all that jazz. I stream a few games. I do a D&D campaign that I DM called New Rawless every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Please give that a shout out. And yeah, you guys follow everybody else in here. They deserve the love and kindness.
Blaine.
Oh, hey, I'm Blaine. You can find me places at Gaming Blaine. I am mentally exhausted. My brain is gone.
You're good.
Hey, I do this. This is where you'll find me. I'll run our Twitter. You know, when I remember that's a thing. Let's see. Let's throw it over to Vesper.
Hi, I'm Vesper. You can find me here. And that is all, Cole.
I'll drag you into other things. Don't you worry. I actually have something I need to talk to you about later. Speaking of. So hi, I'm Selkie Cove. I use he, they pronouns. You can find me here on Saturdays playing Amaret Fane, who used to have 9 humanity, now has 7. That one combat was fascinating. Then you can find me on Tuesdays over at Dinner and a Game playing Emerald Sanctums, where I get to play Thea Kramirin, who is a Macaulay pirate captain from the 1700s who is now in modern day. So much shit is happening, I can't even give a mild summary. Thursdays, you can find me on World Tree Quests, playing in Fathoms Below, where I get to play Echo, who is a weird little creation, little stitched together. It's a D&D game. They're categorized as a monstrosity, not as a humanoid. That is how fucked they are. We got to have some cute start of ship stuff last session though. So if you want a break from the pain, maybe Fathoms Below, also maybe not. There's probably gonna be more pain. Every other Friday on Dinner and a Game, I get to play in what?
Jester's Thomas Jr.
So I get to play in a Cyberpunk Red game every other Friday on Dinner and a Game, where I get to play Jester, who definitely is closer to Thomas. He is a lovely, murderous rocker boy Jester, who last session got to crawl on the ceiling, drop down, and rip someone's skull straight off of their shoulders. And they did a little ta-da afterwards while holding it. Also put glitter in a bomb to blow up a communications device. That is what you're dealing with when you deal with Jester. And I'm so excited to continue that next session. And I think you're gonna see me in some one-shots later this month, but I don't know when those are gonna be or what they're going to be as of yet. I know who the GM is gonna be though, and I'm very excited about that. But that is all for me.
Did we cover everyone?
I think so.
All right, cool. I'm Jack. I've been your host for today. I play Bologna, who is going through some things, and made friends. Yay! On Tuesdays, you'll find me on Baker Street, and on Fridays, you'll find me on Stealthy Elf Productions. There are a few other campaigns in production, but that will have to wait until my situation is sorted. Thank you everyone for being here. We will be raiding D&D Jordan Lee, who is fantastic, does some great stuff. They have a follower-only channel, but they are worth the follow, I promise you. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.